いいですか、回しますか。
はい。
OK。今からですね、アンプクア銀行のリラ・デロリアさんにインタビューします。彼女はアンプクア銀行のエグゼクティブバイスプレジデント、チーフストラテジーオフィサーということで、言ってみればその戦略部門の最高責任者です。去年のアメリカンバンカー主催のデジタルバンキング2018でも素晴らしいスピーチをされました。なんといってもですね、アンプクア銀行の場合は GoTo ですね。GoTo という要するに好きな、自分の好きなバンカーといつでもどこからでもチャットっていうか相談ができるというこの、ソフトで、ある意味ではですね、大変近年ですね、またぐーっと伸びてきた銀行です。はい、ではですね、ちょっとリラさんへのインタビューを始めたいと思います。OK. So, okay, can I start?
Yes.
Okay. So, there is a question to you. Okay. So, why do you think GoTo has been so attractive for Ampka Bank customers?
I think customers are still looking to find somebody that can help them navigate their finances. There's so much information available online, but it's overwhelming. And you need somebody to ask that you trust and that you believe is knowledgeable, but you don't want to have to take time out of your day to go into a branch and meet with somebody. So customers have really found that having access to a banker on their terms through their phone is incredibly convenient. And then what it's also led to is because GoTo is one-to-one, where you develop a relationship with your banker through chat, you start to really turn to them for more and more of your money questions. And really build a relationship where that banker can bring you ideas and suggestions or really help you because they understand the context of what you're trying to achieve.
So this is very, how can I say that, maybe when you started it, so did you expect such kind of a big reaction?
You know, actually it was interesting. We did expect a big reaction, and at first customers didn't know why they would use a personal banker. They had been trained that banks weren't giving them their own dedicated banker. So we had to actually explain to customers the types of questions you can ask your go-to banker. That surprised me, actually, more than the overwhelming adoption that we've had since then. Same thing with Siri. When Siri first came out, they had to say, what are the types of things you can ask Siri? Of course, ours is human, but we still had to explain to our customers what they could use their go-to banker to help them with.
Okay. The second question. Okay. So what is the important point for successful development of digital banking service like GoTo?
Absolutely, the most important thing about developing digital capabilities is being customer obsessed. Understanding what is the need that the customer is, or the problem the customer is experiencing that you're trying to solve. And then using customers throughout the process, from designing the solution and the concept to doing the user experience testing to piloting, and making sure you don't think you know the answers, but really being true to having the customers give you their feedback all throughout the journey. And that's the difference between banking-driven solutions that are about selling products or about serving the bank's needs versus solutions that customers embrace because they understand it's about their need. The other thing I would add to that is when you involve customers, you see that sometimes what they really enjoy and value and would get them to adopt it is less functional and more emotional. It's more the knowing the personality of the banker, knowing their hobbies more so than knowing their expertise. We were surprised to learn that with GoTo, and we found customers care about having a banker that has something in common with them. And that's what we got from listening to customers.
Very nice. So maybe it is kind of a surprise, for you. So customers want to know personally their banker, right?
Yes. And not just that they're smart, that they're actually kind of cool and like them.
Okay, thank you. So the question number 3. So could you please let us know just a little about what you are planning for the next GoTo?
With GoTo or in
well,
general?
it's up to you. So beyond the go-to, so I think you are very, very imaginable person. So you have a lot of vision in your mind. I think so. That's why if you have some.
Well, we are really excited about our Coney partnership. The reason why we sold Pivotus to Coney is Coney can help accelerate our product roadmap with GoTo much faster than we could on our own. One of the big things that they're doing is integrating GoTo into the online banking and mobile banking experience. So it's not a separate app, it's all in one place. That will be transformative. We are also moving to Coney's online banking and mobile banking, and what is amazing about Coney's platform is it gives us, or any bank, the opportunity to really own the customer experience, whereas that hasn't been the case up until now. So we have hired an innovation team, we've hired a user experience team, we've hired developers, and we are building out the Umpqua digital experience that will sit on top of the Coney platform. That opens up a world of possibility for us. We also are, in our innovation team, really, again, focused on what the customer problem points are, finding fintech companies that can meet those needs, and partnering with them, and then using those capabilities, again, with Coney, to bring that solution to market. A lot. It's going to be a very busy 9 months. This next 9 months will be transformative for our digital platform.
So for Umpqua Bank, it's a very big stage and transition stage.
It will put us in a totally different position for open banking.
So next question is the last question. It's kind of just a little bit longer.
Okay.
In Japan, there is a lot of regional banks. Most of them are struggling about how to compete with mega banks or fintech companies or tech companies like Apple. So some authorities or powerful commentators in Japan say, hey, you guys don't have much time, so you should change your old legacy that includes not only big hard system but also your culture, which wants to avoid digitization. But when bankers listen to such kind of a comment, so they really feel it is easy to say but hard to do, because our executives, especially from baby boomers, are very conservative, and they don't want to admit the whole truth. So could you please advise them? So
that's a hard question. I think what I would say is it starts with being really clear on who you are as a bank and what your individual bank stands for and what's different about you. For Umpqua, we realized we can't be Chase. We have to be Umpqua. And what's true about Umpqua is we have a passion for the customer. So what we needed to do is to play into that cultural current, to actually use what's special about us and make it even better and digitize our strategy rather than having a digital strategy. So focus on what's special about your organization, and then how do you make that even better by making it available or enabled through digital and data and other technology to bring that differentiation to life. And I think culturally that's easier for people to embrace because it's not trying to change who you are, it's trying to modernize who you are. And it's about your strategy becoming more accessible and convenient for customers versus trying to throw your strategy away and become like somebody else.
So you experience that the moment, maybe during your banker's life. So when did you get such kind of thought or idea?
When I came to Umpqua, I was struck, which was about 2.5 years ago, I was struck by the fact that they were putting so much energy into digital to become more like the big banks. And they were losing a little bit of what was so special about Ampqua in our physical environment and our customer relationships. And it struck me that we were trying to pretend to be somebody else when actually who we are is awesome. So how do we take who Ampqua is and make it even better and more modern and more convenient for customers versus losing our special DNA? And that's when I said we need to shift our strategy from being chasing chase or bolting on capabilities to say that we have them to actually digitizing our strategy, which is centered around our customer.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. So maybe the time is up. So thank you. So もう時間がないので今回はこれで終わりにしますが、デロリアさんから素晴らしい示唆に満ちたいろんなコメントいただきました。日本のバンカーにとっても大変参考になると思います。Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.